Hey everyone, I'm just going to go over a quick revision to the Sallet. It's currently not done in the actuality simply because I haven't finished leveling up Pyre. I do apologize for that. This is probably closer to how it's going to come out. Before I get into anything, I want to initially apologize for disregarding Savage Beast initially. I was misremembering it. It actually only triggers upon the activation of an ability, so you don't need to deal damage with it. So that's on me. I misremembered, so that's all there is to that. Another thing that I want to bring up is a very special thank you to. I forgot their name, so I'm probably just going to make it appear before your eyes right about now. For suggesting swapping to Plague Doctors instead of using Warrior Poet, because Warrior Poet is rendered virtually useless by the maturation passive, which, gives your minor toughness anyway. So Plague Doctor ends out superior. It also ends up giving me more health in the long run. Besides that, I also swapped to Seducers, and I moved my staff up to the front bar and put a mace or hammer on the back bar instead, and dropped the number of monster pieces down to 1. Mostly to accommodate, mostly having the front bar used. Alternative options would be to be using, I don't know, like a Maelstrom, I guess. I don't know what a Maelstrom does. Probably wouldn't be helpful, but you know what? Other options are there. This is just how I've set it up. Getting the skills. Not much has changed down here. I swapped out the gate for Elemental Drain though, because I found the gate kind of pointless. And I've got my Bullnetch on my front bar, simply because most of the time when I regenerate stamina, it's while I am using my front bar, as opposed to using my back bar, so that's why that's there. I also put Shimmering Shield and Deceptive Predator on the back bar. You'll notice that these are a little bit wonky at the moment. That's because I'm currently displaying with both Major Ward and Major Resolve up. Simply because I have Ice Fortress, so this is what a display like while it's active. So you probably notice from that, it means I have actually reduced the number of champion points that were being wasted, which is great. Besides that, let's just look at stats quickly. I've moved 44 into Magicka, 20 into Stamina, and I have 0 in health now, which brings me to 21.6 Magicka, 26.6 health, and 15.1 Stamina. My recovery is all over 1,000, and my damage is pathetic, but let's just ignore that. I'm still using the Party Punch. You could use Potent Brew for extended application, like I think that give you like 30%. I mean, not 30%, 30k health, and about 26-ish, 25, 26-ish Magicka. So it's not bad. Says for that, enchantments, I actually finished enchanting the Yuri. It has recovery of each type, 1 on each. And then on the big pieces for the armor, I have triple enchantments, so triple stat enchantments, and then on the smaller pieces, I have 2 with stamina and 2 with Magicka. I think that's really the main changes besides with CP, which I'll just go over quickly anyway. So, yeah, we'll start here. That's fine. We have 19 under Blessed, 19 in Elemental Expert, 23 in Elfborn, and 20 in Erosion. Under the Astronaut tree, we have 37 into Master at Arms and 27 into Shattering Blows. Under the Lady, we have 43 into Elemental Defender, 43 into Hardy, and 23 into Thick Skinned. Under the Lord, we have 23 into Bastion, 19 into Expert Defender, and only 9 into Heavy Armor Focus. I don't actually remember what I reallocated everything to, so there was a ridiculous number, like 43 or something, to play with, so really just allocate that however you feel. And then finally, 47 into Quick Recovery. Under the level, we have 30 in Arcanist, 30 in Mooncuff, and 30 in Tenacity. Nice and simple there. Under the Ritual, we have 19 in Mighty, 20 in Piercing, 23 into Precise Strikes, and 23 into Thaumaturgy. That 23 into Thaumaturgy can be reassigned because I don't actually have any dots, so They can be reassigned, or you can put a dot on your bar. I have noticed that some people do use caltrops as a way to get an AoE aggro up when they first enter a room, so that's something that you could do instead. I'm personally not doing that at the moment. I might swap to that. I might swap out something like Leeching Vines for that. I'm not sure yet. Moving on to the Shadow, we have 55 in Shadow Ward and 55 into Tumbling. Under the Steed, we have 23 into Ironclad, and finally, under the Tower, we have 30 into Warlord. Before I finish this off, just one thing that I want to sort of ask people, if they actually manage to make it this far into the video, is what are their thoughts on Inner Rage? Because I have heard that it's not actually recommended, or rather it's frowned upon in things like quote-unquote high-tier vet trial groups, because its synergy is annoying and lowers DPS because it's channeled. Now, I don't really see the big deal behind it being channeled, because, you know, if you don't want to activate the synergy, you don't activate it. Simple as that. But if it's getting in the way, and you just wanted to get it out of the way, you could activate it, and then immediately light attack, because there shouldn't be all that much disruption to your DPS then, so I feel like it's just people complaining for the sake of complaining. So I'd really like other thoughts and opinions on that. Besides that, if you enjoyed, then sweet, let me know, I guess. It'd be kind of weird to enjoy me rambling on about upgrades to a build that nobody's really looked at. But anyway, yeah, if you enjoyed them, let me know. Tell me how I can improve, I guess. Share other ideas for different builds, if you want, at least. In the comments, I'd be really interested in hearing how people are using their Wardens. I seem to have been a very one-trick pony recently, with, you know, just the bow stamina builds. But that's mostly because it's what I mainly play as, so it's what I'm used to working with. I'm hoping to get a overview of the Apothecary out soon. It might not be, who knows. Anyway, cheers, and I'll see you next time.